right, welcome back to Alpha Crew.
Hello everyone, this is Jeff of Talflater Mouse, and today we have a little interview with Danny and his wife Annette, and we want to tell you what's going on.
Greetings, Talflater tongue-tied here. Talflater Crew. This is a video I never wanted to make, but I think you all deserve an explanation. I've kind of had to step away and disappear from medical issues because of medical issues. I'm reading from notes because it's hard to stay focused here, so excuse me for that. Some of you have figured out that I've got some medical issues. My wife has stepped in there a couple times on the comments and made mention of that. But anyway, what's going on is I've got a cancer. It's called multiple myeloma. It's a blood cancer, and it's basically eating up my platelets, which is what helps you coagulate when you get cut, and red blood cells and white blood cells are all extremely low. Multiple myeloma, if you want to look it up, it's very complicated cancer, and other medical issues can make it even worse. Excuse me. Like I said, I couldn't just disappear without some explanation. You guys have been there for me, and a lot of support and prayers, and from past things that I've gone through, and I appreciate it. There's so many comments, sometimes I can't get back to y'all, but just know that I do appreciate them, and you guys are part of my support group, and I appreciate that. Let's see, like I said, I'm reading from notes because it's hard to stay focused. This is a whole body thing. It messes with your bones. Your bones hurt. It messes with your brain. It's hard to stay focused on things. Excuse the background noise. Ricky Racer, he thinks he's got something there. We're in my front yard, by the way. Because of my low blood platelets, my blood doesn't coagulate. I bruise very easily, so I'm unable to operate the mass accelerator because it'll bruise me bad. If the platelets get too low when I fall, I could actually bleed out internally. If they get extremely low, I could spontaneously bleed out internally just for no reason. So I'm having to take life very easy right now. Not much I can do. They're still looking for a treatment for that works. Like I say, it's a complex cancer. We're changing things up, different medications, different procedures, trying to find something that'll keep my blood platelets up enough.
A lot of people have asked what they can do.
Yeah, that was my next
I've offered
thing here.
money, gas money, all kinds of stuff. What can people do?
That was my next thing on the notes here.
Oh, okay.
Several of you have suggested a GoFundMe account, and I appreciate that. The VA is paying for everything except for my fuel, and I've got that covered, no problem. But what I would ask of you is donate blood. Donate. Sorry.
Donate blood. It'll save a life.
That's all that's kept me alive up to this point. Getting blood infusions, platelet infusions. Like I said, if my platelets get too low, I could spontaneously just bleed out internally. So you can't inject money. Blood is priceless. It can save a life. They call it the gift of life, and I never understood that till now. It may not be me directly, but anybody that needs it, it's the gift of life.
Yeah, no matter where you are, donate blood, and it can help people like Danny in your community too. I mean, it's kind of a selfless thing to ask for.
Doesn't take long. If
The max is 2 hours.
well, no, there's two ways of doing it. You can donate blood, and it's quick. You give a pint, and you're done. Maybe you'll get a pint of Baskin-Robbins ice cream.
That's a plus.
There are people who donate just platelets. They take your blood, they take the platelets out, and they put your blood back in. It's about a 2-hour process. It doesn't hurt you. If you're healthy, they're replaced. Your bone marrow is what produces it. But like I say, I appreciate the thoughts of the GoFundMe. Thank God for the VA. This has reached close to $250,000 in expenses. But the VA's got it covered.
Yeah, these days, a lot of people are bagging on the VA. And, you know, you'd think you get terrible treatment there, but actually, it seems like you've gotten very good treatment.
Yeah.
I have. There's been 1 or 2 incidences that I've complained about or made suggestions about you could do this a little better. But
They've covered all of his treatments plus the medical supplies that he needed, like a wheelchair. They've covered
Yeah.
that. So they've done really good so far.
yeah. Again, I'm sorry for reading this from notes. It's hard to stay focused. My son calls it chemo brain.
It is.
It misses. You're not getting oxygen to your body because the hemoglobin is so low. It's not carrying the oxygen to your muscles, your legs, your brain. I've got to thank you all for your prayers and support, and mostly my wife. She's been can't thank her enough for it. Thank God every day that I'm on this side of the grass. Like I say, if it wasn't for the blood bank, I wouldn't be here. Go give a pint. I know there's going to be a lot of comments. I'll try to read them all, but there's no way I can respond to them. Just know that I'll do my best, and I appreciate all of you, my support group too.
Yeah, that's one thing that's really impressed me is the people have noticed they haven't, you know, that you haven't been in videos in a while, and they're asking how you're doing or where you are, and you know, they definitely care about you, and that kind of warms my heart that, you know, you think of the internet as kind of a cold place where a lot of trolls and stuff, but there's a lot of good, nice people out there that care. And and that's really surprised me.
You that know me that I'm a man of few words, and this is probably the most I've spoken in one video and through this whole thing. Jeff and I met, about 4 years ago?
I think so, yeah.
I got to watching his videos, and I had an old stereo that was giving me hell. And I said, I'd like nothing better than to see you blow this thing up. And he said, well, if I'm in town, I'll swing by and pick it up. And then my son-in-law came up with some 3D printed pellets and offered them to Jeff. And he said, well, why don't you come out and shoot them? And that's where this whole thing started.
Yeah, you've been Johnny on the spot as far as, it's like, hey, you want to film on next Sunday or whatever.
I'm
It's like,
retired.
sure.
I've got, due to back issues, retired. So when he needed someone to shoot, I was there for him.
Yeah, it was great,
And then the old straw hat, this is number 2 here. First one got so full of duct tape, we had OG blow it up. I think we put that on a jug of water. And
I think so, yeah. I forgot about that.
blew that all to smithereens. Yeah. I'm gonna fight this thing. Try to get through it. And do my best. If I don't make it, I'll see you on the other side. So, smash that like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already.
Don't worry about that crap.
Don't be a looky-loo. Subscribe and share.
I think the point here is to go give some blood and
Give blood.
yeah, and
I appreciate the thoughts of the monetary, the GoFundMe thing. It's just,
It's not needed.
it's not needed. I do appreciate it. Everything's pretty well covered, but except the blood. That's the number one thing you can do is go donate a pipe. If you're able to, some people, that's what they do, is they donate platelets. If you can do that, it's even better, because that's what I need, is platelets. But they can get that out of the blood you donate. Anyway, probably spoken more on video than I have in 4 years, so we're gonna sign off and
See you in the next one.
yeah. Maybe once in a while I'll pop in if I'm up to it and catch them when they're doing a video and say howdy. But it's gonna be a while before I can shoot, just because of the platelets and bruising. If I fired that mass accelerator right now, I'd have a bruise this big and
Might cause bleeding.
it'd probably kill you.
internal,
internal
it'll cause internal bleeding. I
hemorrhaging,
just
yeah.
can't chance it. But y'all be good. We'll see you next time around.